What's going on YouTube? West Hobbies RC. Alright, so today is going to be a relatively quick video, a bonus video for you guys, if you will. I've had this question a lot, and I have been not uploading the video for a while just to make sure that the setup was right and everything was perfect. Now, if you watched any of my other TX16S videos, you will know that I made one model template and I have sent it to a lot of people. So everybody who has emailed me for it, I have sent it. If I have not, I apologize. I get a lot of emails about it. So I made one template and I just copy and paste it, and it works with all my different helicopters. Beast X, Micro Beast, Brain, Ikon. So this video is about the Brain Ikon, which I'm running a Brain on this helicopter, but the MSH Brain, which is Ikon. So the setup for the Brain slash Ikon with the TX16S. Now you can see we have everything working like it should. We have all of our different flight modes. We have our different speeds. Okay, so now if you have my Trex 450 file, the only thing different was I changed the name and I added two things. If you don't, we're going to go from the beginning. Don't worry. So basically, from the beginning, we'll go to model setup. Now, I have a 470 picture because that's what I had on here. So I run a 4-minute timer, voice 30 seconds, and we'll keep scrolling. You guys can set your timer up how you prefer. So now this is a very important right here where it says extended trim or extended limits. Super important that when you are setting up your Ikon, your Brain, that you select extended limits. So that way, and I will get to that in a second, but if you watch the Brain Ikon setup video that I posted a little while back, maybe 2 weeks ago, I explain about setting your servo travel in the software. So if you don't set your limits, you will only get 100. So 100 one way, 100 the other way. You cannot go past that. With Spectrum, you can go past that. So make sure you select extended limits. Okay, so now we're gonna scroll down here. I am running DSMX, 11 milliseconds, aileron, elevator, throttle, rudder, channel, receiver number. You set that to your liking. Okay, so that's basically the normal model setup for page 1. Helicopter setup, you don't do nothing. You just leave that alone. Now flight modes, I don't do nothing. So now inputs. So I have my aileron, elevator, throttle. So aileron, elevator is the normal inputs. Now throttle, I click it, push and hold it one time, it highlights, and I drop it down 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Now your first one's going to be hold, SH down, which is my switch because I have my switches reversed. So a factory TX16S, this is going to be your momentary contact. This switch is going to be your SF or SH. And SF is going to be a 2 position for yours if you have not reversed them. But I did because I have flown Spectrum for so many years, and JR prior, throttle hold has always been on my right side. So I had to change that around. And I do plan on making a video for you guys. I have another TX16S. That's my grandfather's actually. It's brand new in the box. So I'm going to switch the switches around and make a video on how to do that. So I dropped it down 4 times. So I have throttle hold with my SH switch towards is down, so that's hold. And then I have throttle normal, throttle 1, throttle 2. And now you, of course, you can go in here, edit, and set it to, so we'll go from the beginning. So throttle hold, we're gonna go into edit. It's just a normal 100%. It's a custom, for custom curve and named hold. I named that, we'll go into that. And as you can see, my throttle percentage, when I flip hold, flattens out. Switch. So then, same thing with throttle normal. Let's go in, let's edit. It's custom curve, throttle normal. You can see, let's flip hold off. Now let's go back. Let's go down to our throttle 1. Same thing. Go in, edit it, custom curve, throttle 1, and so on down. Now rudder is left alone. And then gyro is the same thing. So we're going to drop it down 3 times, and we're going to have it set at 55, 48, and 40% max. So when you go in to edit your source, you're going to put your source as max. And then your switch, I put my gyro switch to my flight mode switch. So my flight mode switch is SE. And we don't have hold on, which could have been bad. That's why we have the blades off. So
idle up 1, idle up 2, normal mode.
So my flight mode switch is my gyro, my gain percentage. This is my gains. So now you do the same thing for all 3. You're going to be adjusting them to your switch of style, and you good to go. Now pitch, same thing. Push it, hold it, drop it down 3 times. You have pitch normal, pitch 1, pitch 2 on the 3 position switch, because I have my pitch as well as you should on your flight mode switch. So that is all easy, normal stuff. Now these are the 2 that you're going to have to add, which is 7 and 8. So now if you have my file already for the T-Rex 470, all you have to do is just add 7 and 8. This is your mode switch and your rescue switch. So now these are just a normal switch. Go in. Your source is going to be the switch that you want it to be. So SE. Rescue is SF because this is my momentary contact. But you could put that on all the switches, can be assigned to however you like your radio set up. You do not have to set your radio up according to mine. You can set your radio up the way you prefer. So now, same with rescue. I named them, of course, edit. We have down SF, 100%, and that's it. So now we're going to go over to mixes. So we have aileron, elevator, throttle, rudder, gyro, pitch, mode, and rescue. Now, these are all just regular, just name them is all I did. So all I did was just name them all. And you can see here, if we go to mode, let's go to edit, you can see the bottom bar.
Idle up 1, idle up 2, idle up 1.
You can see it moving. Same with rescue, and you can also see it down here. We don't even have to go into it. You can see it moving across. So now outputs. So now this is what I was talking about, the extended limits. So if you see I'm at a negative 150, positive 150, negative 140, positive 148.3, negative 100, negative 33. So now you're going to want to go into your Ikon software, and you are going to want to set up your limits, your throw, to it reads 100, 100 in the software on ailerons, elevator, and rudder. Super important. That's why you need extended limits. Okay, so we only had to do that on ailerons, elevator, and rudder. So now we're going to go to curves. So now I have 7 curves plus a deadband curve, which you don't need the deadband curve when you run Brain or Ikon because you can adjust your deadband in the software. Super easy, so ignore the deadband curve. Again, I made one file, one template for all of my helicopters and just adjust things as needed to go. So now curve 1. So it is the hold mode. It is a standard curve, 2-point, negative 100, negative 100. So when we flip hold, that is going to be flatlined all the way across. Okay, now throttle normal is a 5-point curve. Smooth, it's going to be negative 100, 35, 35, 35 across the board. You can adjust that to your liking with the helicopter, with the governor, because I have the governor set up in ESC mode. That is what I run for governor. So you can set that percentage to your liking. Now throttle 1, which is going to be idle up 1, is a standard curve again, 5 points, smooth, 75, straight across the board. You'll notice it is a flat curve. Same thing with throttle 2. 5-point curve, positive 100 or regular 100 across the board, flat curve. Again, these numbers are because I'm running a governor. You can do a V curve. You can do whatever you want. Now pitch curve. This is pitch normal. So this is in normal mode. As I spool up, I'm at negative 30. Let's turn this down for a second. Sorry, so we're at negative 30, negative 10, 12, 52, and 100. And then idle up 1 pitch curve is a negative 100, negative 50, 0, positive 50, positive 100. linear curve. You want linear curve on your pitch for idle up 1 and 2. And idle up 2, same thing, linear curve, -100, -50, 0, 50, and 100. So now we're going to go to our global variables. I don't mess with none of that. Oh, I just exited out. Sorry, let's go back. So we're going to go to our global variables. I don't mess with none of that. Logical switching, I don't have nothing set up for this helicopter. Special functions is the only other thing that I have set up, which is my, tracks, normal mode, idle 1, idle 2, throttle hold timer. And down here, I set my volume to this S2 knob. So
Throttle hold.
I can turn it down to 0 or
Throttle hold. Idle up 2. Normal mode.
That's your preference. I like it on the knob so I can adjust it. If I'm filming a video, I can turn the sound down and talk. If I'm just flying for fun, I can turn the sound up and hear everything I need. So this is just what I have set up. Nothing special, nothing fancy, and that is it. It is a super simple, super easy setup. And again, let's make sure I went over, we went over the curves, we went over everything. It is super easy, super setup, nothing special, no rocket science here. And as you can see, everything works like it should. Now remember, once you get your radio set up in the 16S, plug your Ikon in, go in, set all your travel limits, your servo frequencies, your endpoints. It's a little bit more setup than, for say the Micro Beast. You have to do the same thing, except you just don't do it in the software. You do it, well you can, but you mainly do it through your buttons. With Ikon, Brain, MSH, you do it through the software, but super important. Set all your throws up, and again, really, really important that you set up this extended limits. So again, go down on your model setup screen, go down to extended limits and select that. So then you're just going to click it, select extended limits. It's very, very important. I hope this helps some of you guys and answer you some of your questions. Again, quick video just to go over the setup of the Trex, or it doesn't matter what it is. It could be in any helicopter, just the setup of the MSH Brain. There's 100 other videos out there. So I'm sure that you guys can figure out what you need to figure out. I do not have this file downloaded to my computer yet, but as soon as I do a little bit more tweaking and testing on it, I will download the file and have it available for you guys to just plug it into your computers, plug your radio in, and transfer the file like I have sent to so many. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.